Good day, good people. This is your PoolePRoof wisdom moment. When I was a kid, I often found myself in situations where I would ask someone for something, usually other kids, give me some of what you are enjoying eating. Help me out with this. And I often wouldn't get the response that I wanted, which was that they were going to give me a bite of what they were enjoying, or they were going to help me out with whatever it was that I needed their help with. So I became a kid who decided that I was never going to ask people for help because they weren't going to give it to me. And so for a great portion of my life, I would always be the one who went forward doing things himself. I would not ask for help even when I needed it. It came back to bite me in the butt more times than I came to say, but I kept going with it. I refused to ask for help. I refused to turn to people and say, you know what, I could use a little bit of assistance here. Because my early lessons had taught me that if you asked for help, it would show that you were weak. It would show that you needed people. It would show that you were not capable. That became my belief system, and it haunted me years in and years out. But eventually, I had experiences which taught me that I had no choice but to ask for that help. And when I started asking for it, I noticed a shift compared to when I was a kid. And that was that people who really were interested in helping you, sometimes people that you knew, sometimes people you didn't even know, wanted to be of assistance, wanted to help you out, took a great deal of joy in being there for you in many instances when you've been there for them, or if it were that stranger who was just a nice enough person that they saw someone in need and wanted to help. It was at that point that life changed for me, not only in terms of being open to asking for help, but realizing the power that lies in me offering it to people in the same way. People I know, people I don't know, and letting the chips, as they say, fall where they may. Life exploded with possibility at that point. And I got to a level of understanding that said that the most difficult thing that many of us think we can do, which is ask for help, is instead the most important and powerful thing that we can do, which is to allow ourselves to receive it and also give it. So this time, when I'm looking at my average day, I go into it knowing that there are going to be many instances when I'm going to need help. And I have no qualms any longer about asking for it, believe me. But I also understand that it's important to encourage others to appreciate how valuable asking for help can be. Letting them know what you've learned about how important it can be to working together, to sharing this existence, and being supportive of one another, not as a way to show ourselves as being weak, but instead of showing just how strong we are. Strength that is derived from the knowledge that none of us live here alone. None of us achieve anything alone. We always need help, and we should always be of help. And if we can find our way to that path, good people, imagine the possibilities when we all start giving and receiving the help we need whenever we need it, without fear of how others will look at us or how we will look at each other. And that's your PooleProof wisdom moment for today. May you have a wonderful week. And no matter what, ask for a little bit of help and watch how far it goes in helping you to become who you're supposed to be and do what you're supposed to do. Take care, good people.